Yo, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back. We are back. That was a musical break, bringing you some of the tracks free. That is Free, an EP by Thomas Hazey, XSipping and Dugu Dugu, you know what I'm saying? Just a little bit of the vibes, giving you a break, but now we're going on XSipping, and before we carry on, you know you're back here, Audiopium. It's an orgasmic experience, straight from Blueprint Studios, 42 Mile Street. Blueprint Studios here for all your recording needs, vocals, mixing, mastering, and podcasting. You know we got you, baby. Drinking that low-cal water, hydrate differently, alkaline pH, proudly South African. Proud sponsor of Audiopium.
You know what it is? You're X-sipping and me sipping on that low cap.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Pause, but let's get right into X-sipping.
I'm actually very excited. This is our first producer.
You know what I'm saying? It's our first, it's heavy. You even that sound effects, my boy, natural, young day. Has to stay with them. But yeah, let's get into X-sipping. So now, your name, bro, X-sipping.
Tell us about it.
Tell us, like that sounds like such a rapper name. It doesn't even sound like a producer name.
For
you know
real.
what I'm saying? It sounds like, yo.
You've been leaning for weeks.
Yeah.
It's just lean and then trap, auto-tune.
For real though.
Yeah.
For real, yeah.
Sick though.
Yeah.
It's sick though.
It's not that deep. So basically, with my old lady this other time, she wasn't about changing the channel. You know, I don't know if you get those times where your mom is like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm watching TV today type shit. And then I was watching Malcolm X, and then I just found out about Malcolm X. I think I was in grade 2. And then the whole thing where he changed his surname from, what is it?
I forgot, like the
Yeah,
slave name.
from the
he
slave
changed
from
it, and
yeah.
then he had the X as his surname. Then I was like, oh cool, I wanna start my name by saying X, because I liked what he stood for,
Yeah.
type of shit about. And then sipping just came about. Like my real name was Sipho Senkosi, so I just took the SIP and then I just made it sipping, so X sipping. So
That's
yeah.
fire. That's
No, that is deep, dog.
Yeah, it's a Powerpuff Girls chemistry about.
Spice and everything.
Wait, fam. So that's how you got your name. But how did you get into actually producing, like actually producing that shit? Sorry, my bad.
So basically how I got into producing, I thought I wanted to be a baller.
Didn't we all?
Yeah.
Wait, ball as in actual playing basketball?
Yeah. I used to play.
I thought meant ball as in like.
Yeah, like Mr. Cat.
Both. I mean, it's not usually
Wow. I get you. Yeah.
So basically, I used to play ball in Zoo Lake and shit, go with the niggas, skate.
Yeah.
Some of my niggas skated and shit. So I met this other guy who was like, he was a producer. So this was back in 2007, and Crank was lit. Exactly.
I honestly still maintain those are dark times, but we'll get back.
Yeah, but they were lit.
They were lit.
Yeah, so basically, I used to tell this nigga, yo, bro, I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
I'm trying to rap. I need a beat. He's like, alright, cool. And then he was always like brushing me off, like, nah, I won't produce for you type thing. And then he gave me like a CD, and that CD had like FL Studio. Then I took it home, and then the rest is history. And this was before YouTube videos, like tutorial videos on YouTube and stuff. So self-taught, like from day one.
Yeah.
Took those beats, went to high school. Niggas are like, yo, bro, this is trash.
100%. The first beats are always trash.
Yeah,
It sounds
yo,
like.
yeah, like maybe this is not for you, my boy. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I just used it as motivation to be like, I'ma prove this guy's wrong. This is for me. And then first placement I got C's and Scoop. They play my beat non-stop, so a lot of niggas were like rapping on my beat. So that was dope. And then that's how I got into producing basically.
That's crazy. Your shit went on Season Scoop.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Fire, dog.
And I was still in high school, so I thought that I'm gone, man.
So wait, being on YFM is not your first time. This is
I've done more than YFM, but
Wait, go back to that flex.
He done things.
I've done more than what, you know what I'm saying?
You know how do you get to Bram? Oh. It's right over
I think I'm the only South African producer to ever have a placement from Rock Nations. Rock Nation.
Oh shit, tell us about that.
Yeah, but like let me go back before I get into So basically after like Season Scoop and shit, so they'll play my beat and stuff, and then So that kind of gave me like, okay, now you dope, because I just needed one person to tell me what's you fire.
100%.
And then I took off, and then I matriculated in 2012, and then obviously went to varsity. I was still making beats, and then that's how I found like myself. So, but I was still like trying to find my sound. Because like I'm saying, this was like before those white niggas on YouTube telling you to do this, you need to do that. So I literally had a software every day. My mom's like, eat, dog, like why aren't you eating? I'm always on the software. So that's how I learned the software and stuff. And then 2012 started producing. And then up until, I'm jumping to the Rock Nation stuff right now. So I was working on a beat and stuff, and then I literally told my honey, like, I made the beat in 2 minutes. Like, I was like, yo, this is a hit, it's gone. And she was like, you always say this about only beats. And then I was like, alright, cool. And then my boy heard it, and then he tried making a song, then he put it on Instagram. And then one of the A&Rs from Brook Nation saw that video. How? We don't know. But she saw it, and then she hit us on the emails, then sent through the beats, and then I was working for an accounting company. After I got that placement, I quit my job on WhatsApp, bro. I was like,
crazy.
WhatsApp? Yeah, don't call me.
Man didn't even send in 2 weeks notice, nothing. It was just like, let's just sing that
It's the rock, baby.
One by one. Manager, what's that?
That's how I was, bro. I was literally, because I needed a sign.
Wild.
Yeah, I needed a sign. Because after niggas told me which I was dope, I was like, yo, because my mom as well, I was trying to tell her which the school thing is not for me. I'm about the music. She also needed a sign.
Shout out to my fellow dropout.
Yeah, but we're not condoning it or anything, but you know
what I'm saying?
if something is not. If something is not for you, you know, you need to like call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Be self-aware.
So
chase those dreams.
Yeah. So I obviously after I had to get like a job, and I was studying accounting, so I just went to work for an accounting company type shit. So that's how I like Velo, and I got the Rock Nation check. I literally sent my boss a message. I'm like, yo, bro, don't ever text me in your life. It's over. I'm done.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he's like, I like this guy. I don't know why he's being so mean.
Yo, where did this come from?
Mr. Sipping, what's going on?
That is fucking wild. No way, bro. Yo.
I really love this music shit, dog. Like it goes way deep, you know. So, like my name means gift from God. So like I believe in like the higher power. So I've always been like looking for signs. So if I see this working, I go with it. I don't care what happens. So and then I've been working with like artists and stuff. So
Now we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. But I want to know like why hip hop at first? Because you have that. Especially your story is very a producer's hip hop story. Like you try to get beats, no one helped you out. They said, hey, here's the Fruity Loops. You know what I'm saying? You there making beats every day. Like Kanye West said, you know what I'm saying? Doing
10,000 hours
for 3 summers, you know what I'm saying? 10,000 you there. Doing niggas are telling you you're whack. You're like, nah, shit. You get your placement on radio, you go. But it's like in SA, why hip hop, especially at that time when it's such a tough time to break and people weren't looking at it for like it as like, oh, I'm a nigga, I'm a motherfucker.
Bro, we went through the most.
We went through the most. I know. I'm saying because
Fully nigga.
Especially being from the hood.
That's what I'm saying. At least you know what I'm saying. I came from the burbs, so it's really that thing of like, you from the burbs. Of course you're gonna like that. You from the hood, and I'm saying like, so even to decide to produce hip hop or rap, like why when they could have been like house, it could have been like Guaido, it could have been like shit that's just here around you that you could have been dope at and killed. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I think it's just like vibrations. Yeah, like
the energy speaking.
Yeah.
What speaks to you?
Yeah, like I just like loved hip hop more. Even funny enough, like my surrounding when I was growing up, I was surrounded like by guys who did like Guaido, house. Bro. But I was still like, nah, I wanna produce hip hop, bro. But obviously, like as well, I think I did try the house phase. The Tulo the song day. Yeah, I did tribal. I did tribal.
Remember when
When I
AKN
was-
said
boy, I'm a
niggas
piano
used to give
nyana.
up?
Nah, I was never into like I didn't go that deep. That's why like my sound, I don't know if you know my sound or anything, but I do I do digital maskani. I know Shemba doesn't like titling it and shit,
Yeah.
but like that's how
He hates it.
was. Like Casey said, it was meant to be. If I didn't go through that phase, I doubt I'd be producing for my Shaipo, for ASAP Shambas type shit. So I had to go through that phase in order to do the sound I'm doing now. But hip hop has always been the core, the foundation. Yeah,
But what's hectic is that you say this, right? But it's almost like you're making your own hip hop now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you setting a lane for yourself, even though you're saying like because people will be like hip hop was my thing and they had a specific sound in mind. You're saying hip hop is your thing, but you're making a new sound. That's hectic. That's deep, dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like we only got crazy, and then that's why we needed these shows, because there's crazy niggas out here doing shit on the net out here that in reach. Like you said, how you got a hold of Thomas Hazey, like how I got a hold of these niggas. It's just literally go on SoundCloud. You know, go on Insta, send a message, send a DM, but like no one's willing to hear these stories. But now we're gonna push these stories. You know what I'm saying? And like your story is fucking dope, my G. And that sounds like it's been all good vibes and everything.
yeah, it's
But-
been a nice journey.
It's been a nice journey, but we all know producers have struggles, bro.
Yo.
Certain heavy struggles, like getting recognition, getting artists to fuck with your shit, getting other producers to, I guess, respect you or let you, you know, in the game, copywriting, all that shit, niggas stealing beats and that stuff. All of that. So how have you dealt with that? Have you had any of those struggles? Have people stolen your beats?
Of course, bro.
Has there been things where it's like getting
Your
recognition?
cousin taking that laptop and told you come
Bro.
bring this rack.
Bro, literally, I'm not making this thing up. I literally got like a DM from this, I won't say who, but they were like, yo, bro, we heard you the original producer of a beat titled what, and I make a lot of beats, so I forget.
Yeah.
So I was like, send me the song. So they sent me the song. I'm like, oh, I did this like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
So I knew whose studio I did the beat by.
Yeah.
So I called up the guy. I was like, yo, and then imagine fit is Ishan. He's like, nah, bro. I don't know what happened. Those guys just picked the beats. So obviously, yeah, it comes with the if you dope, bro. Like you gotta go through those stages, type shits about guys stealing your shits. Now I know which when I go to a studio after my session get deleted, like delete. Even recycle bin, I'm deleting and saving on the hard drive. But before I was just like studio hopping and just like make a beat here, then go. And then the guy opens the file and then he sends it to his homies and then, you know,
They have a fire
it
track.
becomes weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah. What is your question
And then
again?
what I'm saying with the struggles, like also recognition, getting recognition. Like it's because especially producing, even in the States, bro. Like to get recognition as a producer, you have to literally kind of be a superstar.
Yeah.
You have to be like.
You have to be that producer who's in every music
Yeah,
video.
like I'm
Dancing in the background.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like Pharrell, Timbaland, they weren't shy to let you know, hey dog, I'm here. I'm gonna be in the music video. If I got a jab, if I got a, you know what I'm saying? Like a Kanye West, like I'm gonna be here, you know what I'm saying? And when you don't do that, you always hear producers complain like, wait, I produced the track, but no one's giving me love. But you know, so
Like,
like
even created a sound.
Even-
no one's giving you
I
love.
feel like it's your own fault to the producers. Cause
okay,
like,
that's interesting. Let me hear that
Yeah.
because you know what I'm saying?
like, I hate people that always like blame other people for their own mistakes. Like you as a producer, like I recently realized this when I was traveling. Like we had a tour, we just like went to Northwest, Northern Cape and stuff. So I realized every time I was like, yo, I'm XSipping, people were like, oh shit, did you produce so and so?
Yeah.
But they don't know how I look like. Like that's why I haven't said it on the listening
I actually had
session.
to- I had to do it.
Like a lot of people know. Every time I go to studios and I say what my name is, like it's known, but they don't know the face. And whose
Yeah.
fault is that? It's my fault, bro. Because like
100%.
you know, producers, we spend so much time producing behind the doors.
Yeah.
Like we so
You forget to be a person.
yeah. We don't leave like. You know, we don't go out to like networking and stuff,
Yeah.
but like, you know, that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm going out more, just started DJing and shit. So just trying to like put my name out there because I'm trying to eat, bro.
Yeah, that hunger, that's what I like.
If you're the humble guy, like, I'm fitting, I'm produce the beats, no one is gonna pay you, no one is gonna give you recognition. You need to fight for it, bro.
In fact, and I fuck with that heavy because I was gonna say the reason why I'm so happy with that answer is because you get a lot of producers who complain about it, but when you tell them go post this or go, post up a picture, let people know who you are. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't be mad that no one knows 40 if you're just like, oh, I'm the guy who produces Drake's beats.
Yeah.
And then everyone loves Pharrell because Pharrell's out there dancing, getting tattoos, Timberland's there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's dope. But then now, obviously you've learned a way to get your recognition because you've been working with gang artists. Thomas Hazey, ASAP Shembe, you know what I'm saying? Mashaya, Bergie Fresh. Recently you guys also just dropped your album 26. We'll get into that. So like how did you come about working with different artists? Like as a producer in the game, how do you spread your shit and get shit so that's like, hey, I get to work with this nigga, I get to produce with this nigga.
And how do you choose also? Just like artists you fuck with.
Yeah. So basically, obviously, like I said, everything happens for a reason. Before, I was just like a beat maker. I feel like I'm a music producer now more than ever.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then, so I'd like send out beats and niggas would tell me, dog, why don't you make it sound like a Ricky Rick song? I'm sure producers can relate to this. Why don't you make it sound like a Ricky Rick? And every person I sent it to wasn't like about it.
And there's like a section in YouTube type beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I realized actually I'm not like a type beat producer.
Okay, but also wait, let me not lie. You know what I'm saying? As a nigga who goes online and fetches type beats are fire. Type beats can be fire. Type beats can give you sauce though.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like type beats are there's nothing wrong with that.
One must tell
Yeah. I just like felt like I'm telling you this is fire. Like I'm telling you this is fire. So you need to go with it. So how I chose my artists was like obviously after that whole phase, and then I realized it was okay. The Dr. Dre's, the Oskitos, the Speakeries, they didn't go and fetch niggas like who are already popping. Yeah. They fetched them when like, okay, this guy's dope. Let me work with this guy. Let me help him build his sound. And like so that when he blows up, whose name is he gonna be running when he's going to radio stations? Yo, shout out to my producer, XSipping.
100%.
Where does that put me?
100%.
At a high level, you get what I'm saying? So I feel like, that was my plan to work with like upcoming artists, just like all the artists that I've worked with except Mashaya. Mashaya, obviously, I found him at a place where like he was already an artist. Even though I did add value to like his sound and stuff, like, or added more to his sound. Yeah, all my artists, like, it's like when I discovered Shembe, I saw this guy on Instagram, I'm like, but no ASAP Shembe. First I was hating. Like, why is he calling himself ASAP? South African name, South African rappers.
You know what I'm saying? And Shembe, when you're watching this, boy, come through for the interview. I keep telling you, the homies are here. Shout out to Shembe, come through.
Yeah, and then I saw him, and then I listened to his music. I was like, this I need in my profile. Like, I need to work with this artist. I won't work with another Shembe. Like, that's how I work. I don't work with another Hazey. Like all my artists are like different.
Different.
So that also like makes me like, cause as you were saying when we had the break and shit, you're saying with sometimes projects sound too like similar, like the same songs. So to run away from that, you need to work with like different people who do different sounds. If you like one producer and you're trying to like win. So that's how I came about, man.
Man, fresh. And now let's get in. Besides, Free, like, besides Free, Hazey dropped his project, Perfect, early around August, and that's how
22 September to be specific.
22 September to be specific. You know what I'm saying? We want to know how that is, how it got into it. I know one of the songs, Meek, it was up for Afropunk for voting to go to, was it New York?
No, Battle of the Bands. I think they had an era. It was to perform at the Joburg one.
That's fire. And then I also want to get into XSipping, where you just dropped now with Bergie Fresh, mixtape 26. You know what I'm saying? That shit's doing well. You guys also just did the tour and everything, like you said, you're coming from. So let's start off with Hazey. and then we'll get right into X. So yeah, perfect, my G. You know, you guys dropped it. It's fire. It's beautiful. I love it. I think it touches on so many shits, you know, that needs to be touched on in SA. It's real. Yeah. It's very introspective.
Oh yeah.
If I do say so myself, but like I said, you got onto Afro Punk, the listening. So how did that project like do for you? And especially running before you dropped Free, like how was the love, how was the reception, how was making it, how was just like, you know, all of it?
I think for me, Perfect was one of the projects where I was like, after I released Lost, because before Perfect, the last project I released was Lost.
Yeah.
And Lost was kind of like one of the first projects that I felt that when people listened to it, they got to know me as a person.
Yeah.
And so I always thought that was what was missing from my music. Like when I did previews with Daddy Longstem, I was just a dope rapper. When I did Foreplay, I was kind of like just a dope rapper.
Yeah.
And so I was like, when I did Lost with X last year, I was like, oh snap, okay, I think I know now where we need to go with this in terms of like opening myself up in the music. And so Perfect for me was just like a complete opening in terms of like, okay, now how do I set the tone for allowing people into my space now as an artist and getting to know me and laying the foundation? Because without Perfect, Free can't exist.
Yeah.
The way I see it in terms of
100%,
like in the mental space of the listener. So, excuse me. So Perfect was kind of like my thing of like, okay, I need a body of work that can become like the cornerstone when people say, oh, okay, this is when we started like, understanding Hazey as an artist.
Yeah,
and then seeing
that.
exactly what he's trying to do with the music. So I opened that platform through that project. Shout outs to Swish 808, who produced the whole thing.
Yo, he's fire.
Yeah. Swish 808 also fire. We need to get more producers. All producers, please hit up the show. We need more. Come through, man. Come through.
So the reception was great. Because I sent that song to Afropunk. I was just like, yo, let me try my luck. People really love that song, Meek.
God bless the land and God bless the youth.
It's a dope song. Now, shout outs. I think that's, for me, I think that's the project that most people that are like now core fans.
Yeah.
That's the one that kind of like, now we know where it's going type of thing. And so I also believe it's the project that when we look back in like 10 years time, it's going to be the project that kind of like solidified like, okay, something's happening here.
No, 100%. As like as a fan, like as a core fan, you know, truth, like Perfect is that shit. Because you hear Lost is dope, and you hear you're getting into yourself or whatever, and then you just
locking in now.
You know, you're locking in, and then you get Perfect where it's just like you locked yourself, like
completely.
You weren't just rapping about shit, like you're telling us, hey, you, but relating it to the world.
To the world, exactly.
So it's a point. It's like shit. I'm looking through the eyes of Hazey, but it's shit that I can relate to myself.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just we all in we in the same space, man. We in the same room, but I could be looking at that disc a little different. So I'm just trying to paint the picture to you, but hopefully it's something that you're familiar with, so that at least it's not just like, oh snap, now I gotta listen to this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? 100%. And now X, you know what I'm saying, you've been working, like I said, one of the artists you work with is Bergie Fresh. You've been working with him for many. You guys have dropped like maybe, I think, 2-3 projects before this one.
Yeah, actually went to the same high school.
Oh, that's how you guys saw each other.
Yeah, so homie.
Oh, yeah, day one. Yeah. Because like I see you guys have gang, like I said, like EPs, young pieces, tracks together, and now you dropped 26. 26, it has gang features also, heavy features. Thing made by the Miss MT, the single that dropped with the video, heavy.
Fire.
Shout out to MT one time.
Shout out, fire. You got DB on there, you know what I'm saying? Homies are talking about how you want to fuck with them. Hey, DB, yo, I know you're watching this, nigga. I told you, fuck with these niggas. I'm going to link up all of you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's just gang features there. There's Nkai, you've worked with Maraza, you know what I'm saying? But like with this project, Bergie Fresh, like 26, how's the reception been? I mean, for you guys to go on tour and, you know, push it. Like, I'm sure it's been fire. Like, how's this whole project itself been different from all the other stuff you dropped this year?
And also, did you go on a tour bus? Was it an actual tour bus?
No, we had a motor vehicle.
3 tour buses in SA.
Yo, boy, I'm gonna get all these niggas together, put them in a tour, do it super style.
But it'd be actually nice though. Like, I've never, even big artists, like they don't have tour buses.
Yeah, we don't, dude. I'm gonna change the culture. Watch, boy. We're going on tour soon after this next year, 2020. Keep the vision. But yeah, so how's the album been? How's the reception been? How's the tour? All of that.
I mean, the first song actually on the project is featuring MT. Shout out to the nigga MT. I think the song, from the features that he did this year, it's top 3. The song we did with him.
Oh, yeah.
About. It's on 200k views on YouTube now, type
Crazy.
shit, and then it's been dope because like he introduced us to his fans and stuff.
Yeah,
yabo.
100%.
So now like they're starting to look up who's Bergie, which is dope because MT has like a huge fan base.
He was crazy.
Yeah.
He's one of the leaders of the new school, I guess.
Yeah.
A little bit
definitely.
underrated actually also that I feel.
Ambitious
Yeah.
records.
Yeah, he's the best in the country for me, if not in Africa.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I can
like
fuck with that.
musician and hip hop. Let me just put it out there.
He's a dope writer.
Yeah, and then it was dope. Also have the homie Luna Florentino.
Ooh, I love Luna Florentino. His Fresh Prince of Rustenburg tapes.
We reviewed that.
Yeah, we reviewed it. Yeah.
hot.
We featured him on the tape. It's been dope, man. Like
That's what I said. The features were crazy. Also.
yeah. Also, like Berg is one of the reasons why like I'm coming out more because he like does a whole lot of stuff. He's into acting. He does all that. So it makes it easier for the bookings because you need to be more like out there,
everything.
So yeah, I mean everything has been dope, bro. Like can't complain. And then the reason why we decided to drop this was like, yo, bro, I'm about to get my second kid.
Hey, shout out. You know, congratulations to the homie. Word.
Yeah, and I'm 26, and he was 26 this year.
Hey,
so that's a thing of like, yo, bro, like this year went through the most type shit. It was kind of like a bromance. So it was like we stamped it like 26.
Yeah.
So that like when we look back, it's like, oh
that was a year.
Yeah, bro. And then we look back with like something to play with. Yeah. So yeah, but we enjoy our memory, like music and stuff. So yeah, it's been dope.
Now, in fact, that's fucking fine. I won't like that's one reason why I related to the tape so much because I'm also a 93 baby myself. So 26 this year, 26. It was a crazy year. It was a crazy year. And then hip hop 93 is a crazy year. If you know hip hop, 1990 93 was a crazy year. So now that's crazy, gents. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that individually you both had your different come ups and it was both been building. It was fire come ups. So there's nothing easy. You come together, you drop shit. Like come together, you drop Lost, and then like from that unity, it allows you to spread out to different shit. Now you're doing Perfect, you're doing 26, but then you're still coming back and you're still doing Free, working together. You know what I'm saying? Working with the nigga from Kenya, going international, making different sounds on YFM.
When I played the first 30 seconds of Hazy, I think I hit you up, nah?
I'm not too sure. One of the other. I know I followed you on Twitter.
Yeah. Bro, I have a good ear. I'm sorry to say, but I know when someone
nigga, don't be sorry. Nah,
I think I should know niggas be getting offended for, But anyways, like I have a dope ear in music, bro. So when I heard Hazy, I was like, gag. I need to be there.
Boy, all the time. You know what I'm saying?
I need to be there. I think I played 30 seconds. I think it's a project you did with like Dave, and I found it on your SoundCloud.
I think, it was like a few, it was rough sketch, but it wasn't titled as a project, but the songs just put on SoundCloud.
And then I was like, nah, bro, I gotta work at this nigga. And then we linked up, and then we used to always say, yo, we're gonna work together. Finally locked in.
Fire, gents. But like now, let the people know what can you expect from you in the future. Give them your plugs, drop in your socials where we can catch Thomas Hazey, where you can catch XSipping. But especially plans for the future. Hazey, I know my homie right here gonna be. I don't know if I can drop this. I'm gonna drop it. I don't care if I'm gonna.
Don't drop it. Let them know. I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? But watch out, he's gonna be on a heavy project next year. That verse is fire. The homie sent me the verse. Yes, it's clean.
Shout out.
Yes, it's gonna be a breakthrough verse. Like that verse, niggas are gonna know. They're gonna know Thomas Hazey in the game, you know what I'm saying? But shit's coming up in the future, so let the people know, where we can find Thomas Hazey, where we can find XSipping on the socials, and what's the plans for the future, what's the moves coming up 2020. We want to see what's happening.
Yes, sir. I mean, first and foremost, this year has been fucking crazy, and then next year I'm eventually starting to as I said, I'm venturing into the DJing, and I wanna throw some of my slaps because a lot of people I'm trying to come out more as a producer, so I might drop a project next year with all the artists that I've worked with. So I'm dropping that next year. Nguni Energy Never Dies. That's the title of the project.
Hot.
And then more placements next year.
Yeah. Where are your socials, dog?
Oh, my socials.
Yeah, G. Hey, see, producers.
You
This
trying
is
to get out, dog?
That's why producers, they don't want. Even when they don't.
I'm very special. Anyways, you can find me on Twitter. It's XSipping, no funny spelling. And then Facebook, it's XSipping as well. And then on Instagram, it's XSippingTheProducer. And then, yeah, if you're a producer, sound engineer, hit me up. I'm always available to give you game. You know what I'm saying? I know it's tough out there in the bedroom. My old lady, you're complainer. Uthi kumele ubaye ugesi mara file.
I never been to so many studios like that. Yo, nigga, tell yo, you're gonna record now. I just need to buy a little quick.
Otherwise, my old lady is a complainer. Yeah, but shout out to all the producers doing it.
Oh,
and yeah, for me, this year, 2019, as a producer, Makwa really inspired me.
Yeah, shout outs to Marco.
Yeah. And I recently met up with him, and then he fucks with the nigga, so that was a nice, dope experience. So
Bless fam, G.
Yo, man. In fact, shout out to XSipping more than anything, man. He's contributed a lot towards what the Hazey sound is to a lot of people right now with Lost and Free. So shout outs to X for that. Shout outs, homie. In terms of 2019 has been a dope year. 2 projects, Perfect, Free. I think those are my 2 greatest projects personally.
No cap.
So I think 2019 is a solidified year in terms of like, I'm always looking 10 years from now.
Hey.
Like when people look back, they're going to be like, hey, how did we miss 2019?
Hey,
you know,
facts.
so that's how I'm looking at it. And in terms of just future plans, man, it's more music. I was looking at my SoundCloud. I was like, yo, how many songs have I released? I realized I released 52 tracks since March 2018. So I'm like, I'm putting in work. Yeah,
we dapped that up. We put in work. We dapped that
52
up.
tracks. So I'm like, that's a lot of songs. Because I don't pay attention. Because I was like, let me just sleep on my SoundCloud. And I just started playing things. I'm like, damn, at least this. And I check, it's 52 tracks. So I'm like, by the end of 2020, hopefully I touch 100.
Hey.
So I just want to be that guy that when they recognize me because of the work I put in. And so I'm always just putting in the work, making music, and hopefully 2020 also performing a lot more. I performed quite a bit this year, which I'm kind of grateful for, because it's always nice to be out there and seeing people respond to the music in a real way. So 2020 for me is definitely about putting out a lot more music, collaborating with a lot more people, just touching base with different people.
Just more life.
Yeah, more life, performing a lot more. And I'm definitely trying to get some visuals out there just so y'all can see the Lost Living Hunk. And
The live living hunk. Thank you, Lost Living Hunk. You know what I'm saying? But and where can we get you on the socials?
On the socials, it's Thomas Hazey everywhere. ThomasHazey on all social platforms, even TikTok. Hit me up, man.
Hey, even on the TikTok. But before we go, you know what I'm saying? This has been Audiopium. It's been Erratic Assassin. You know where to catch me. That's Erratic_A on all socials. We out here, Audiopium. Catch us on Audiopium Pod. That's all socials. That's AUDIOPIUMPOD. You know what I'm saying? Bringing you that fire. You can catch your favorite uncle here at Uncle A's. That's UNCLEAIIZ on all the socials. Catch us, follow us, because we're going to be bringing you more updates, live shows, all of that. But before we go, my G, you know, how loud is your dope? Do you have any freestyles for us there, huh? You got anything in the bag? You know what I'm saying?
Sit back.
Do you know? Or maybe the producer say beatbox there. You know what I'm saying? Maybe.
It's me,
man.
Just drop a verse.
Just drop a verse.
Got a job.
You got paid, eh?
You got paid. But yeah, we back. We're giving you that freestyle. You know what it is, freestyle session here with
Loud is your dope.
Yeah, and here with Thomas Hazey is going to be showing us how loud his dope is. You know what I'm saying? We got a young acapella, or you want to beat, my G?
Now I'll do it a cappella.
Away, here we go.
This that bedroom rapper with better bars, your worst nightmare. I'm that nigga you sleeping on, the standard is high. Should I pass you the spliff or bong? Y'all taught us how to dab, I'ma teach you to make a song. So here's a couple facts, a nigga black and the dick is long. And even though there's trap in the game and a lot of niggas is whack, When it comes to this, we gon' keep it going. Awards are getting bought, you can't win if your arms are short. I could never take an L, been a beast and an animal. Grip the whip quick, the knees parking in parallel. How this nigga Hazy only 20 and rapping well. I was boxed up in the berg and y'all should really observe the mannerisms of a better rapper, shape of how the similes curve. In 06, I was ludicrous with some peace to disturb the illest ever. I'm about to show in your verse. Freestyle from top of the dome at request of a word. Sip lean, do drugs. I'm tired of all this rap shit. Besides, B, how you gonna push your clips with no malice? Just turned 20, I'm only one away from savage. Since the age of 12, this rapping was never challenged. There was no plan B. I was also known as the baddest in the 1459 people boy on the Atlas. You can check the stats, I mean, all these niggas is average. They hate the fact I'm rapping these bars, it's just baggage. Hazy.
Hey! Fucking, hey, Audiopium, hear the dopest sounds, baby, from the dopest people and the dopest artists.
Hazy, why?
Sure, you need to get something, I don't know, bro. Audiopium, it's orgasmic, the dopest sounds from the dopest artists and the dopest people. Hey, man, today we had XSip and we had Thomas Hazey.
Check that mic for scorch marks.
You know what I'm saying? It's been fucking fire. Thank you for coming in yet again, and we'll catch you next week. And yo, bro, fucking man, I'm out, fucking, I'm out.
We're not even taking these things, just going straight home.
Hazy. Yeah. Sometimes I gotta judge myself cause I'm full of nonsense. Sometimes I wanna be honest, but I don't know what the truth is. Sometimes I wanna lie and sometimes I just wonder why. I'm grateful for my life, although it gets harder to try. Put in all the effort you need to survive. Sometimes I wish this wasn't the thoughts I had on my mind. Damn, I'm only 21, but I feel like I'm out of time. Yo, sometimes I wish the key to life was somewhere in these rhymes. A message for the homies that one day we gon' be fine. Sometimes I feel I'm hypocritical within these lines. I'm a diamond in the rough, but sometimes I thought I could shine. Sometimes I wanna run away and never come back. The night is still young, don't you wonder where the fun at? Wonder where the light at? I wonder if she'll right back. Yeah.
I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say, bounce off me and stick on you. Don't project your insecurities on me. I'm ejecting all impurities from me. Can I step in my maturity and be all God's planned out? I'm not asking for handouts. Don't seem to understand how you text yourself and see your bluff. You ain't the man now. Don't you worry. Take your time. Don't you worry. Just take your time. Don't you worry. Take your time. Don't you worry. Just take your time.
Protect that energy and the power of believing in yourself and saying good things to yourself and wanting to give that to others. You've trained your thoughts to be positive, then everything you attract will be light and will be positive, and you'll start figuring out those, career moves and, and everything else is just love and light. It's just love and